everyone, it's Amanda, and today I have a birthday book haul. My birthday was last week on the 6th on Wednesday, and I was lucky enough that Book Outlet had a sale the following weekend for Mother's Day, so I was able to place my order for my birthday. I was going to order books anyway, but this way I was able to order even more. So I'm going to show you what I got. I got my box today, and it's huge. So I'm going to get started. All right. And here we go. This book I see is Burial Rites by Hannah Kent. I'm really excited about this one. I heard a lot about it on BookTube. It's an adult fiction book. I believe it has to do with a woman who is on death row. She has committed a murder and she's sent to Iceland to await her execution. So that sounds really good to me, and I love the cover, and I'm really excited to read this one. I got Pure by Juliana Baggett. I was really on the fence about this one, but I've heard that it's very good. It's a dystopian about this world. I believe there's like some kind of explosion or something on Earth, and whatever you're touching at that time becomes fused to you. So someone could be fused to a butterfly or fused to a doll, and it sounds like a really strange and twisted story, but I think that sounds pretty interesting, so I'm excited about that one. I also got Exposure by Kathy Reichs. This is the 4th book, I believe, in the viral series. I'm not sure if that's what it's called, but I have the first 3, and this was a scratch and dent copy, so it wasn't very expensive. And really, all that's wrong is just a little mark here, so I'm very happy with that. That's pretty good, and it's a very cool cover. They did do a cover change in the middle of the series, but this one matches my 3rd book, so haven't started that series yet, but I'm going to soon. Another scratch and dent that I picked up is called Child of the Mountains by Marilyn Sue Shank, and this has kind of a bent cover. It's about a girl who grew up poor in the mountains, the Appalachian Mountains of West Virginia in 1953, and it's just, I think, a story about her life and what it's like. It sounded good. It has pretty good reviews, and it was, I think, only 99 cents, so I decided to pick it up. This one is called Dark Lie by Nancy Springer, and it's a psychological thriller. I think it's about a dysfunctional family, and again, it sounds like a very interesting story, and this one was also very cheap, and it has really good reviews. Almost bought this one from Book Outlet last time I placed an order, and I didn't, but I decided to this time. It's called Full Service. It's by Will Weaver, and it's about a boy who grows up in the 60s, and he works for a gas station. His parents are very religious, and it's about what he sees at the gas station. And I was on the fence because I'm not sure it might be something that I won't like, because sometimes when people are portrayed as religious in books, it's not a positive thing, but I'm willing to read it and give it a chance and see what it's like. So, and I think this one was only 79 cents, so it was worth the chance. I got Luminary by Krista McGee. This is book 2 in the, I believe, Anomaly trilogy. I'm not sure if that's what it's called, but the first book is Anomaly. I do have that one. This is the second one, and there's a 3rd one that they had, but it went out of stock before I was able to order it. I'm not sure exactly what it's about. I know it's a dystopian that has to do with emotions, I think, and it's written by a Christian author, so I'm looking forward to getting into this one. Then I got Downsiders by Neil Shusterman, and this sounds so interesting. It's about these kids that live under New York City. I think they live in like the gutters beneath the sewer gates and manholes of the city, and it's called The Downside. It just sounds really intriguing to me. I think it may be a standalone. I'm not sure, but from what I know, it's a standalone, and it sounds really good, and it's pretty short, so I'm excited about this one. I got 100 Summers by Beatrice Williams. I'm so excited to read this summer. I might take this on vacation. It looks like a great beach read, of course. It takes place in Rhode Island in 1938, and I really like the cover. I'm excited to read this one. And I got a coupon, yay! I didn't get a coupon. I placed a bunch of orders and did not receive a coupon. So now this is my second coupon that I have. I'm really excited about that. So this is a surprise. I ordered this Cart Boy and the Time Capsule by L.A. Campbell for my son. I think it was only $1.99 or something. And I have a really hard time getting my son to read books. He's just turned 12 and he is not a fan of reading whatsoever. So I found this and I thought it would surprise him with it. I thought it would be a paperback and I was excited to find out it is hardcover, so that's cool. But it's compared to the Diary of a Wimpy Kid kind of books. It has illustrations, things like that. So I hope he likes it. If he doesn't, my daughter will probably read it, but it sounded like something he would like. I also got Until the End by Christopher Pike. This is a bind-up of 3 books. It's the Party, the Dance, and the Graduation. I have the Party and the Graduation, but they're in bad shape, and I never read them. So I found this, and I just decided to buy it. So they're all together, and I can read them all at once. It's pretty thick, and I had these when I was a teenager. I think I had all 3 and never read them. So I need to get on that and see what I think of this story. Then I got Ketchup Clouds by Annabelle Pilcher. And this one also sounds really good. It's about, I believe, a teenage girl who writes to a prisoner about her life. I think it's like a therapeutic thing for her, and she has done something wrong, and so in order to work through it, I think she's writing to this prisoner. So that's very intriguing to me, and it's another one that's pretty short. I'm actually surprised by how short it is. It's under 300 pages, so I like that. I like shorter books, and I'm excited to get into this one. And I got Enders by Alyssa Price. This is the sequel to Starters. I believe it's only a duology. I have the first one, and this one was like $2.99 hardcover, so I had to get it, and I will be reading those together hopefully soon. I've heard mixed things about this series of books or duology, but I'm looking forward to reading it. It sounds very unusual and unique. Not as much of a fan of this cover as I was of the first one, but I think they'll look okay together. And I got The Pledge by Kimberly Durding. This one kept showing up on my website. If you go on Book Outlet, you know what I mean. There's books underneath when you're looking at a book, a list of books that they suggest, and this one was constantly showing up. Finally, and I wasn't interested in it based on the cover. It did not look like anything I would like. But finally, I decided to just look into it. I read the synopsis and it sounded really good. It's about this dystopian world where everyone has to speak a different language based on their class, I believe. And the one character, the main character, Charlena, is able to understand all the different languages. And I believe this kind of puts her in danger. It sounded really good and it has good reviews on Goodreads, so I grabbed it. Then I grabbed Night School by C.J. Dougherty, and I love the cover of this book. And this one is about a girl who is sent to a boarding school. She realizes that this school is a dangerous place. That's all I know about it. I don't know if this is supernatural, paranormal, thriller, mystery. I have really no idea, but it sounds really good, and the cover is really kind of creepy and cool. So I'm excited about it. Then I got Gated by Amy Christine Parker, and this one is about a cult. I think it's about a girl and her life in this cult. That's pretty much the extent of what I know. I really like the cover of this. It's really cool looking. I don't care for the person, but I like the title, how it's throughout. So got that. Then I got Complicit by Stephanie Kuhn, and I don't know a whole lot about this. All I know is it's one of those twisty, turny, kind of plays with your mind kind of stories about a guy, 16-year-old boy, whose sister was sent to juvenile detention for burning down their neighbor's horse barn, but don't think she did it. That's about what I know about it. All I know is the reviews on Goodreads are very vague in what the story is about, because they say they don't want to give anything away, which really intrigues me, and they said it's very good. So I grabbed this and can't wait to pick it up, and I'm again surprised by how short it really is. But again, that doesn't really bother me. It's under 250 pages, so I should be able to read this quickly. Then I got The Gemini Virus by Will Mara. And this one says, first you sneeze, then you die. It is about a virus that is going around that is killing people and spreading fast. And it's supposed to be really gross and kind of creepy and scary because that's just kind of scary. This is an adult book and I'm just interested in that kind of stuff. I think it's very interesting and I can't wait to read this one. I had to get this one just because the synopsis is so unique in my opinion. It's called Perfected. It's by Kate Jarvik Birch and it is a beautiful cover, first of all. But it's another dystopian world where people are bred to be pets. They're basically born to be rich people's pets or something like that. They're playthings, they're playmates, something like that. And that just sounds so sick and twisted and interesting to me that I had to grab it. And I love the cover, you know, this dress in a cage. And this one came out fairly recently, so I haven't heard a lot about it, but I'm excited to read it. I got Fugitive X by Greg Rosenblum. This is book 2, the Project 19 or Revolution 19 book series. I don't know if it's trilogy, but this was super cheap and I have the first one, so I picked this up. I don't know a whole lot about the trilogy anymore because it's been a while since I bought the first one, but I got this one. I got The Edge of Normal by Carla Norton, and this is about a girl. It's another psychological thriller. It's about a girl who was kidnapped and held for 4 years and now she is back out in the world, and I believe her captor is still out there. So that really intrigued me, and this one again was very inexpensive and just sounds really, really good. I also got The House We Grew Up In by Lisa Jewell. I love this cover. This is about a dysfunctional family, I believe, that has a little bit to do with hoarding as well. And I've heard really good things about this on Goodreads. The reviews are very good. And it's an adult book. I've been kind of leaning more towards adult fiction lately. That just seems to be where I belong. Sometimes I'm not as much a fan of YA. And so this sounds good. I got All Fall Down by Jennifer Weiner, and this is about a woman who is addicted to pain medicine, I believe, and it's an adult book. It should have been Scratch and Dent because the cover is torn, but it wasn't. And this one just came out fairly recently. It's not very old, so I was excited to find it on Book Outlet. It was a little bit pricier as far as Book Outlet books go. I think it was $5.99. But I read another book by this author and I really enjoyed it. I enjoy her writing style, so I decided to pick this one up as well. This was another one that was a bit pricier, probably one of my most expensive books that I bought, and it's The Silent Sister by Diane Chamberlain. I read one of her books so far and really loved it, and all of her books have amazing reviews, this one included, and so I decided to get it. It's about a girl who believes her sister has committed suicide, and then she comes to find out that she was wrong, something like that, and of course that sounds very intriguing to me. And it has another very pretty cover. Then I got Charm and Strange by Stephanie Kuhn. This is the same author as Complicit. And this is another one that they say is just completely strange and confusing, but then it all comes together at the end and it really messes with your head. And I just think it sounds good. And it's only 216 pages. So even if it's confusing, I don't think it'll be enough to make me frustrated to put it down. I hate to even describe it because I'll probably be wrong, but it does sound really good. And the last book that I got from Book Outlet is Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson. I have only heard good things about this book. It is a road trip book about a boy and a girl, teenagers. It's a YA, and it does sound pretty good. It sounds like a great summer story, and it was cheap, so I grabbed it. So those are all the books that I ordered from Book Outlet for my birthday. I had a great birthday, and I am looking forward to reading all of my new books. And I thank you so much for watching.